Andor episode 8 is now out on Disney Plus for you guys to go and check out. I have just watched it. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on this episode, but let me know in the comments below. What did you guys all think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash down that comment section below. Smash that like button for me and click subscribe as well. And without further ado, let's get into this review of episode 8 of Andor right now. Okay, so episode 8 of Andor is now officially done and dusted. Now, I have been loving this series so much. It has been the Star Wars that I thought we would never get, and we are finally getting it. It's coming to fruition right now. I think they are doing a stellar job here, and this episode is no different. I feel like this episode carries on and expands the universe even more, gives us more detail than I ever thought or dreamt about seeing in the Star Wars universe. This episode, we see the consequences of what has happened when Andor is arrested in the last episode. We now see him go to the jail. Now, you're probably thinking, it's the Empire. What jail could they possibly conjure up? Is it going to be like those old Russian jail cells where you're in the freezing cold and you're basically there, no food, getting beat up? Is it like the American ones? Is it like the Australian ones? Is it like the UK ones? Is it like the Asian ones? But no, it's none of those. It makes total sense and it's absolutely insane. You just see the level of inhumane the Empire really is towards everyone. And just remember, Andor didn't do anything the last episode to warrant getting arrested. He didn't do anything. He just looked a bit suspicious because he was walking and looking around, and they just arrest him for it. So that you can't take these as criminals, because they're not all criminals. These are just innocent peoples or people part of the rebellion or standing up for themselves against the Empire that are in this particular cell, which makes it even worse to how they are treated. So when we get introduced, they take him off and put him into shuttles and send him off to a whole new planet that we've never seen, which I'm absolutely loving this idea of us going to different planets, because there is freaking billions of planets in Star Wars, in the whole universe. There are so many planets. I'm sick of just being in the same planets constantly. We are now seeing the galaxy be expanded upon, and we go to, I think it's Nadina 5, I think the planet is called. I might have butchered that name, but it's a whole completely different planet, and we see this ocean front. You see all this ocean with these big, like, cell-like... If you guys have seen the Marvel movies, you remember how Tony Stark goes there in Civil War, and you see the thing in the water. It's similar to that, except obviously not with the storm. So they go in there, put it in there, and they tell them to take their shoes off. And you're thinking to yourself, okay, so they've got to take their shoes off. That's an interesting thing. But when they're there, you see why. The floor is made out of tungsten. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. But it's made out of this metal. And what happens is when you're on it and you misbehave in this cell, they press a button and it like electrocutes you, I guess. That's what it does. And like you see the full effect, and it's insane. So basically in this prison, they are made to work 12-hour shifts building stuff for the Empire. This is why the Empire has so much stuff, because they're getting innocent people and some criminals in that working together to build their stuff for them. And we see that they make it a competition. If you finish last, you get punished. And you see how they're working. You see how insane it is. It was awesome to see Andy Serkis here. I love that. As soon as I heard that voice, I was like, don't tell me that's Andy Serkis. He's in it, and he was absolutely incredible. I'm intrigued to see his character a lot more in this series now. We are seeing Andor's mental capabilities be pushed to his limit in this cell, which I really like. We are starting to see this character be tested, and I think this is going to be the point now. Him being in here, and he's in there for quite some time. We know it's been 30 shifts, so whatever the time frame is on that planet, because it could be all different. Remember, different planets will have different time periods. That's just how it works. That's just whatever you want to call it. So we don't know exactly how long he's been there in our time, but to test his mental capability of being able to stay under pressure, and this will change his view on the Empire. And I think this is the moment of him being in there, realizing and seeing everything going on and people dying. People are willing to kill themselves. We see that at the end. A guy steps off onto the floor to kill himself because he can't handle it anymore. I think this is going to be the turning point for Andor to come into the rebellion. We have the Mon Mothma stuff, which is always intriguing to me. Her dealing with the politics and trying to maneuver money around to help the rebellion to construct things, try to do the right things without being suspicious. Love all that. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. Her husband is still an absolute asshole at this point, but I mean, I think he's even suspicious of her. And obviously that other guy went, that she was being talked to last episode, he's in here as well. They have this really weird drink where they put these worms in it, which is interesting. So that must make it alcoholic or something. I don't know, but it's pretty insane. It's cool, I guess, but it looks insane. I wonder what it tastes like. Don't we all? We also get more stuff with the blonde chick from the Empire that's actually on Coruscant, the one that's pushing her agenda, trying to build herself up so she can climb up the ranks. She is pushing constantly. She gets old mate in, who is from the first episode, the one with it where he goes to his mother. I can't quite remember his name. It always escapes me. But the guy that's obsessed with getting Andor and restoring his name, the old security guard guy, she brings him in and she basically shows him the report and that. And like, he's like, I want to just clean my name. Like, I can help you. And she basically says, nah, mate, this is my job. I'm doing this. So she is on a power trip and a half. But again, it's a gorgeous film. We see Sal as well from Rogue One in here as well. Love all that stuff. I just think this show is absolutely incredible. I think the dialogue is absolutely perfect. It's on point. It's mature. It makes you think. It just feels like a spy movie. It feels like that mature spy movie, like a James Bond sort of feel. That's what it feels like. And I'm loving that. I'm loving we're seeing the different side of an empire. We're seeing how actual lethal and how cruel they really can be. The visual effects are absolutely stunning. This is definitely the best Disney Plus show, like looking wise as well. It is just absolutely incredible. It looks fucking phenomenal, man. It's so gorgeous. It makes me wonder whether all the other budgets, like Marvel and all that, have been putting their stuff into, because this one looks incredible. It's just absolutely fantastic. The performances are absolutely great. Like I said, Andy Serkis absolutely fantastic in here. Andor himself is absolutely fantastic as well. Diego is just nailing that out of the park. For a character that I didn't think I would care about because I know his outcome in Rogue One, I'm absolutely loving his whole portrayal. Skarsgård is absolutely fantastic again. He is brilliant in this show. He's brilliant in this episode. He has this great dialogue with his assistant that I absolutely loved as well. Mon Mothma, her performances are great. I think everything about it is absolutely fantastic. And now the blonde chick has now captured Andor's girlfriend, whatever. I don't know if they're actually dating or not, but the girl from their planet, and now taken her, and yeah, they're gonna like basically torture her to find out information. But he's locked up. Like, the Empire literally has him. He's locked up, but they don't know that. It's insane. But I'm absolutely loving it. I cannot wait for episode 9. It's freaking phenomenal. So let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of this episode of Andor? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Till then, stay safe. Peace out.